Manchester United are clubs steeped in history, glory, and with legendary players. There's a haunting phenomenon surrounding one of the most prestigious jerseys in football, and that's the number 7 jersey, which was worn by icons like George Best, Dennis Law, Brian Robson, Eric Cantona, David Beckham, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo, who have all symbolized brilliance, leadership to the number, becoming the most iconic in the club's history. With the number, they've managed to bring magic to the pitch and etching their names into the club's rich tapestry. But after Cristiano Ronaldo left the club for Real Madrid in 2008, the illustrious number has become a heavy burden, kinda like a cursed legacy. The club has funny enough had 7 players to wear the number 7 jersey since then, and it seems like the weight of expectation has taken its toll. So join us as we delve into the mysteries of the number 7 curse and go through each player to wear the jersey since Ronaldo. So make sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and let's unravel the mysteries of the cursed number 7 at Manchester United. The first player to inherit the number 7 shirt after Cristiano Ronaldo's departure was Michael Owen. Oh damn, a former Ballon d'Or winner. I wonder what Sir Alex was cooking. He signed for Manchester United after an underwhelming spell at Real Madrid and an injury-riddled time on Tyneside in Newcastle. According to Owen's book, after discussing a contract with Everton, which already is weird since you played for Liverpool, Sir Alex approached him saying that he wanted him to sign to the club, which of course he took the opportunity without hesitation. Again, weird seeing that he played for Liverpool. He also said, and I quote, "By this time, I'd honestly just resigned myself to the fact that Liverpool fans were going to hate me, whatever I did. Would they hate me more for going to Manchester United than going to Everton? Toss a coin." Hey man, I respect the grind. Owen's first season at Manchester United ended up being his best season at the club, being more of a backup player to both Wayne Rooney and Dimitar Berbatov, scoring a hat-trick in his first Champions League game against Wolfsburg, proving that even without the pace or physicality, he can still finish off his chances. And of course, his most iconic moment at Manchester United was scoring the winner in a Manchester derby to make it 4-3. But then injuries plagued him for the rest of his time at Manchester United, ending there with 52 appearances and scoring 17 goals. Decent for a backup, but a major downgrade from the previous number 7. Coming off a pretty amazing season for Valencia, getting 6 goals and 15 assists on the right wing, he was officially handed the number 7 jersey in Sir Alex's final season in management. There were other options to get the number 7 like Javier Hernandez or maybe even Nani dropping the number 17 to get the number 7, but it was then made clear that Valencia was trusted with the number 7 jersey. It's fair to say that Valencia didn't have a good time at the start of the season as he played 6 consecutive 90-minute games in the Premier League and the Champions League, only managing to register 1 assist in that time period. It was difficult to point out why his form dropped so abruptly as his playstyle didn't change at all. He still stayed on the right touchline while waiting to receive the ball and used his pace and power to his advantage. But of course, here's what he had to say after an interview with The Athletic in 2019, and I quote, "I started well with it, scoring and assisting goals. Apparently, I was happy, then I suffered a back injury, which left me unable to train and compete properly. I said to myself, I have this injury for 8 months, I am struggling to run. Maybe the shirt has something to do with the situation. So I changed the shirt back to number 25, and I just wanted to do something to get back on track." It then took until the 13th of April 2013 to score his first and only goal of the season. Anthony would be really proud. And ended the season with 1 goal and 6 assists. He eventually went back to the number 25 and became a reliable captain and right back for Manchester United until 2019. Of course, he was a great servant to the club, with that 1 season in that number 7 being a big stain in his extended stay. After a full season with no number 7, and to be fair, no good football, Angel Di Maria signed for Manchester United as what was, at the time, a marquee signing for the club, managing to break the British transfer record. He came off an amazing season with Real Madrid, scoring 11 goals and 26 assists, as well as winning the Copa del Rey and of course the Champions League. He inherited the number 7 jersey at Manchester United, looking to bring back the credibility of the jersey number. But of course, there was one problem. Di Maria didn't actually want to join Manchester United. Apparently he had a rift, or shall I say beef, with Real Madrid president Perez over contract disputes and other stuff. But of course after this, Di Maria would sit down and make sure to prove people wrong, right? I wish. He started the season really prolific, getting 9 GA in his first 12 league games, even winning United's Player of the Month for September and also their Goal of the Month. But then he got a hamstring injury which started the downfall of his stay at Old Trafford. He made his return from injury in the FA Cup, even scoring in that game, but the next game is where the problem starts, because Louis van Gaal played him at second striker instead of his preferred right wing position for the next 2 months, and also having a return of no goal contributions at all. His game time lessened, and also a robbery happened at Di Maria's house, which was the final nail in the coffin, as his time at Manchester United was dead. Come on, that was good wordplay. Alpha X Kendrick Lamar collab album coming soon, just saying. Di Maria told TY Sports, and I quote, "My problem at Manchester was the coach. Van Gaal was the worst of my career. I would score, assist, and the next day he would show me my misplaced passes. He displaced me from one day to the other. He didn't like players being more than him." So a combination of not wanting to leave Madrid, being played out of position, and the burglary really ruined another number 7 at Manchester United, who finished with 4 goals and 11 assists in 33 games. He would find his feet again after United, but there'll always be that one stain at his career, and that was being at Manchester United. Depay signed for United in 2015 for 31 million on a 4-year deal. At the time, Memphis was a highly rated winger coming off winning PSV their first league title in a while, scoring 28 goals and getting 8 assists. Depay was instantly given the number 7 jersey upon his arrival. Maybe this was the new strategy for a successful player at United, seeing that all their other options were pretty much established and old players, and giving the number 7 to a younger player might see success come from it. But unlike the other guys in this video, Memphis didn't get to have a good start at the club, only registering 1 goal in his first 8 Premier League games, to the point where he was even benched for the next 4 Premier League games with no game time at all. His start to his United career wasn't decent, but there were still glances of brilliance, like his 4 goal contributions over 2 legs against Club Brugge in the qualifying rounds, and even scoring against his former club in the group stage. But other than that, his first season was average at best, ending the season with 7 goals and 8 assists. But the real problem started when Louis van Gaal got sacked and Jose Mourinho came in the next season, only handing Memphis 5 games and being left out of the squad more than 20 times. He was eventually sold to Lyon in January of 2017 and has since played for Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, and also kind of became a rapper too. You know what, I'm also going to get him on the album. After his move to Manchester City broke down at the start of the season and failed contract negotiations with Arsenal, Alexis Sanchez made a January switch to Manchester United in 2018, with Hendrik Mkhitaryan moving the other way. It was seen as a marquee signing and one to help Manchester United potentially win the league that season. I wonder if that went well. Slowly moving Martial, who had an amazing first half of the 2017-18 season, to the bench. But back to Sanchez, his first months at United were underwhelming to say the least. Not the Sanchez that we knew from Arsenal, let alone Barcelona, but Sanchez had a few good performances, one against Man City in their 3-2 comeback win, and also managing to score against Spurs in the FA Cup semi-final. He finished his half season with 3 goals and 5 assists, but next season wouldn't get better, as fans knew that he didn't want to be at the club, while also being the highest earner in the league. Hamstring injuries plagued him. Oli came in and saw him as a surplus to requirements, ending the season with 2 goals, 1 against Arsenal, and 4 assists. Here's what he had to say about his time there. "After the first training session, I realized many things. I came home and asked my family and manager if I could not break the contract and return to Arsenal. Something did not fit me. I already signed. Months passed and I kept feeling the same. We were not as united as a team at the time." So this whole Sanchez thing is kind of like a similar situation to like Di Maria. It's just unfortunate that it didn't work out and another number 7 at United had flopped. Sanchez eventually left United for Inter Milan and since then won 2 Serie A titles, a Coppa Italia and 2 Super Cups, becoming a cult hero at Inter Milan. I think it's fair to say that his best performances at United were between pretending he wasn't there for the money and playing the piano for his announcement. Following 200 goals, 6 League Cups, 6 French Cups, 6 French League Cups and 5 French Super Cups, Cavani joined Manchester United on a free transfer on deadline day in October. This move was generally so similar to Zlatan's move 3 years earlier, but while Zlatan took the number 9 jersey, Cavani took the vacant number 7 jersey, which no one had for a full season since Alexis Sanchez. United needed a backup striker for Martial after Lukaku left the season earlier and the greatest loanee of all time, Odion Ighalo, left too.
In that position, I just have to smash it because...
Similar to Zlatan, pundits and fans had doubts over Cavani's move, arguing that he was too old to adjust to the Premier League and that he would just be there for the money. But in a very rare occasion in this video, Cavani actually did great. The only reason I decided to include him in this video is to show how drastic a change in stats he had compared to everyone in this video. In total, Cavani had 17 goals and 5 assists from 39 appearances in that season. He also appeared in big moments, scoring a brace against Southampton to win the game from 2-0 down to 3-2. Also scoring a brace in both Europa League semi-final games against Roma and even scoring the equalizer in the Europa League final that they went on to lose. All in all, Cavani brought back the importance to the number 7 jersey in amazing fashion and eventually let go of the number, taking the number 21 jersey because of a certain arrival. Everyone knew about it at this time. You knew about it, your mom knew about it, your teacher knew about it, and your girlfriend knew about it. Well, if you're not together anymore, then your ex-girlfriend knew about it, that Cristiano Ronaldo was coming home. He did his side missions at Juventus, dropping 101 goals and winning 2 Serie A titles and an Italian Cup. After more than a decade since leaving Old Trafford, he made his grand return to Manchester United for about 17 million. He started his return off with a brace against Newcastle in a 4-1 win, scored in his first UCL game back against Young Boys, accumulating 5 goals in his first 5 games back. His return was seen as a success by fans, even winning the September 2021 Manchester United Player of the Month and the Premier League Player of the Month. But then Man United eventually went into a slump, even leading to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting sacked. But Ronaldo came in clutch, being the only one scoring clutch goals, scoring hat-tricks against Spurs and Norwich, scoring 6 goals in his last 5 games of the season, finishing on 24 goals and 3 assists in 39 appearances. The problem was fans and pundits were labeling him as the problem after finishing 6th with no trophies, a drop-off from them finishing 2nd the last season. But while his return was looking like a success, the 2022-23 season happened and Erik ten Hag became the new manager of Manchester United. Erik ten Hag came in with his own vision, and that vision looked to not have Ronaldo in it. And that was made evident seeing that Ronaldo was getting benched left, right and centre, scoring only 3 goals in the 16 games he played for United that season. He then went on to do an interview with Piers Morgan, and we all know how that went, and his contract eventually got terminated. I have to say, Ronaldo had the most unlucky 2022, bro. He was beefing with Walter White and then ended up beefing with the Moroccan kid at the World Cup. An unfortunate way to end his time at Manchester United, but then again, it wasn't handled properly by management, and hey, it is what it is. In the summer of 2023, Mason Mount joined Manchester United from Chelsea for about 60 million. Known for his versatility and ability, Mount was handed the number 7 jersey. With a lot of pressure on his back, he had to start off strong, which then led to an injury. Not even the site knows what injury he had. He was just injured the whole time. But eventually in the games that he played, they were very underwhelming. Granted, it wasn't his fault. He wasn't getting significant game time from Walter White anyways, which didn't allow him to settle into the playstyle or tactic, if Erik ten Hag even had tactics to begin with. After about 4 months on the shelf, he scored his first and only goal of the season against Brentford and proceeded to only start 1 game after that. He ended the season with 1 goal and 1 assist in 20 appearances. But I'm not going to write him off yet, because there's still another season to prove himself. But for now, the number 7 curse will still remain as strong as ever. Alright, so we finally made it to the end of the video. I have a question for you guys. Will Mount be the one to finally break the number 7 curse, or will it be someone else in the future? The comment section is always open down below. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so that would help. And it's been 1010 Alpha here. I'll be back with another video. Peace.